Hey, what's up? I'm Sabrina Black with PacificSource, and I am tickled pink to be in the kitchen today with my niece Camille. She likes to go by Cammy. Cammy, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, my name is Camille, and I really like being in the kitchen. And I also really like to craft and hang out with my family. And so today I'm very excited to be in the kitchen with my Aunt Brina.
Yay! That's awesome. Cammy, I'm so excited you're here. What are we making today?
Today we're making wintry gingerbread cookies.
Yes, I am so excited for this. These are fun to make and are great holiday treats. Before we get into that, I'd like to share 5 quick tips for a happy, healthy holiday. 1. Prioritize connections as much or more than food and gifts. By shifting your priorities to creating joyful experiences with friends and family, you create happy memories that outlast holiday treats or gifts. Cammy, can you tell us about one of your favorite holiday memories?
One of my favorite holiday memories is when I was a little girl. I was playing in the snow and I decided to eat the snow and it came out my nose.
Yikes, that doesn't sound like it felt very good.
It did not.
It did not. Number 2, try healthy ingredient swaps. Especially with baking, there are plenty of swaps you can make for more health-conscious treats, like using applesauce or banana in place of butter or sugar. If this is new to you, or if you want to go for some balance, consider trying one batch of treats the traditional way and one batch with a healthy ingredient swap. 3, find fun ways to move more. You don't need to get carried away with this. It can be as simple as dancing around your kitchen while you make cookies with your kids. Cammy, what's your favorite way to be active during the holidays?
My favorite way to be active during the holidays is to craft with my friends and my family. Most of the time I have sleepovers before Christmas and maybe even play outside in the snow.
When it does snow, do you guys do snowball fights?
Yeah, all the time.
4, set boundaries. It seems all too easy to overextend ourselves during the holidays. Consider your biggest holiday stressors and what boundaries you can implement to ease that stress. For example, if making a big feast of a meal is daunting and stressful, consider a holiday potluck instead. If you're worried about friends and family staying later than you'd like, tell your guests in advance when the festivities will wrap up. 5, don't overthink what it means to have a healthy holiday. Yes, treats and indulgences are abound, and that's okay. Holidays are special days, and it's okay to relax and indulge a little bit without stressing about whether you've overdone it. And don't worry about making up for it with overly restrictive behaviors when the holidays are over. Be mindful of any limitations you might have due to health conditions and enjoy your holiday. Cammy, are you ready to make some wintry gingerbread cookies?
Yeah, how about you?
I am ready. Let's do this. For this recipe, you'll need 3/4 cup of unsalted butter, softened, 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1/4 cup of maple syrup, 1 large egg, 2½ cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of ginger, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and about 1/2 cup of powdered sugar for a snowy effect and granulated sugar for a frosty effect. Cammy, which wintry effect are you going for today, frosty or snowy?
Today I'm going to go with frosty.
Excellent, I love it. I will go with snowy then. I'll explain the difference once we get into the recipe. All right, let's get started. First things first, we're going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees, and we're going to get a large baking sheet, which we have a baking mat for. If you don't have a baking mat, you can always just use parchment paper. So now we're ready to start mixing. Cammy, let's go ahead and have you pour in the butter and the sugar.
Okie dokie.
And do you want to mix it or do you want me to?
Can you mix it?
Absolutely, I'd be happy to. Here, I'll take that for you.
And
All right. And for this, you're going to really want to make sure that your butter is soft so that it mixes well. If it's not, you can always pop it in the microwave for about 10 seconds to soften it up. If you have a KitchenAid or a mixer, you could also do that. I prefer to do it this way because, as Cammy has seen, I can make a lot of sugar go flying pretty far, huh?
she's good at that.
Thanks. What other kinds of cookies do you want to make this year?
I really want to try and make chocolate M&M cookies just because I've barely ever done that before, and last time I did, they failed.
Oh no, what happened?
I think we added not enough butter.
Not enough butter?
And way too much flour.
Sometimes you just gotta wing it.
True.
And you know what? That's kind of like crafting in a way. You just try things and see if they work, and if you don't, you try again.
True.
All right. I think we are good to go for the next step. We have our butter and our sugar well combined. So the next thing is we're going to mix in the egg and the maple syrup. Perfect, good job.
Put the
Here.
maple syrup,
I'll take that.
and then crack, and
Beautiful. If you have a compost pile at home, that eggshell can go in your compost pile. All right. And for today's cookies, we're using the syrup instead of the molasses because when it comes to kid-friendly cookies, the syrup is a better way to go. The molasses has a much stronger flavor. It also gives the cookies a darker color than what we're gonna see today. Cammie, you tried with the molasses before, huh?
yes.
Yeah,
I did not like it very much because it burned the inside of my throat as I was swallowing it, so I told her that, and she made another batch without the molasses, and it tasted 10 times better.
10 times better, wow. And make sure we scrape the sides. So now we're going to add our dry ingredients. So Cammie, can you help me out with this one?
Yep.
Let's go ahead and start with the flour. Go ahead and dump that guy in there. Beautiful. Ideally you want to mix that in a little bit more slowly, but we're rebels. We'll just go with it. All right, and we are gonna need 2 teaspoons of that.
Let's see. TSP, right?
Yep, perfect.
You want me to add it in while you're mixing in the flour?
Yes, please. Yep. Oh. Perfect, okay. All right, Cammie, so our next ingredient is gonna be 1 teaspoon of the cinnamon. Can you help me with that?
Okay, yeah.
Perfect. And I'm gonna start mixing that in. Can you get me a 1/2 teaspoon of the ginger?
Yep. That would be this guy, right?
Yep, perfect.
This one should fit.
Beautiful, thank you. And the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do a 1/4 tablespoon of salt. So the dough is a little crumbly right now, that's to be expected. So at this point, Cammie and I are gonna take a quick break to wash our hands so that we can finish mixing it with our hands. Cammie, are you ready?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so Cammie, at this point, now that our hands are clean, I'll roll up my sleeves here. How about you go ahead and dig into the dough and just start mixing it together real good with your hands.
So that it stops being crummy and stuff?
Yep, so
Okay.
that it's not crumbly. Here, I'll hold it still for you. That's gonna make a lot of cookies.
It smells so good.
Yeah.
I think it's all mixed up. What about you?
I think we're pretty darn good. Let me go ahead and finish it up real quick. And I'm gonna scooch it this way. You wanna bring your plate over? What we're gonna do is I am going to scoop little cookie balls out, and Cammie, for her frosty effect, she's going to roll hers in just a little bit of granulated sugar. So Cammie, you wanna sprinkle some of that on your plate and kinda even it out?
Yeah, why not?
There you go, that's good. And you'll probably need to do that between each cookie. You can use a spoon, but I have a cookie scoop here that I'm gonna use so that all of our cookies are nice and uniform in size so that they bake better that way. So you can put it on the plate and kind of roll it around real lightly with your fingers like this.
And do that all around it?
And do that all around it, yep.
Okay.
There you go. All right, Cammie, I have a fun surprise for you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have one row of our standard frosty cookies. They're gonna be delicious. What if we had some frozen frosty ones?
That would be
cool, right?
Yeah.
Well, I have some blue here that you can mix in with the sugar, and we'll have some frozen wintry cookies. There you are. Fun! You are really good at getting a nice coating on that. Good job. Perfect. And we're going to be doing about half of our cookies here rolled in sugar, and then the other half are going to be frosted with the powdered sugar after they come out of the oven. So these right here are going to be our frosty effect, and then the ones with the powdered sugar, those are going to be our snowy effect. With the way that we have these set out, they'll probably touch a little bit as they bake and expand. That's okay. We really wanted to maximize the space that we have on this because we got to have an abundance of cookies here. I mean, that's what we're here for, right? All right, Cammie, are you ready to put these in the oven?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Cammie, they've been taunting us for a little while, but guess what? It's time for the taste test. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, which one are you going for?
I think I'm gonna go for this.
You're going for that one? Okay, I think I'm gonna go for this guy right here.
Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
That is amazing.
It's magical.
Well done. All right, before Cammie and I enjoy more of these delicious wintry cookies, here's a quick recap of our 5 tips for a happy, healthy holiday. 1, prioritize connections and making memories with friends and family. 2, try healthy ingredient swaps. 3, find fun ways to move more. 4, set boundaries. And 5, don't overthink what it means to have a healthy holiday. We hope you enjoy these wintry gingerbread cookies. On behalf of PacificSource, thanks for joining us in the kitchen today.
And be well.
Yeah.